Bobo C. Tiberius here with round 2 of a Modern League using Mono White Martyr Proc. We like this hand just fine. We would love to see another white spell, but we are on the draw, so we can draw some white spells. We also get to see what they're on to see if we can cheat out Serra. But having the Ghost Quarter and Flagstones with Crucible seems very strong. Having the Rude Halo in case something goes wrong seems very strong. So this is pretty well a snap keep. 4 lands is a lot, and the Crucible is functionally a land, but with Ghost Quarter and Flagstones in Crucible, it gets very good. We will be interested to see what they decide here. We will be very interested to see what they decide here. It's either the Martyr or the Ruined Halo, one would imagine. And they end up taking the Martyr. We draw another one though, so not going that great for them. We'll play the Flagstones and we will pass. Astrolabe. Great new card. They only have 1 land though, so that's their 2nd land. And it isn't really a land, it's just a filter. We get a Ranger. We're going to cast Martyr here. We're not huge on casting Martyr here because we can't sack it when they do that and get to 30, but we do get up to 29. And we force them to spend mana. They still miss a land. So what we're going to do here is we'll cast the Crucible while the Crucibling is good and start kind of exploiting our land drops with Ghost Quarter and Flagstones. This pause tells me they didn't draw the land they need, and that's unfortunate for them. Did not draw the land they need, unfortunately. So we will play a Serra. Blow up our own Flagstones here. They push the Serra. That is fine. We'll bring in a Mistveil. We'll play a second Mistveil, and then we'll play another Serra. They get their 2nd land finally. It is a fetch, so they'll take some damage. For the Snow-Covered Forest, to Abrupt Decay our Crucible of Worlds. Boo. They're pretty well behind here, though, so we don't really care. They don't have it, so we can get a 6/6 here and play a Ranger. And we'll get a Serra and a Walking Ballista. We'll present lethal here. Well, not lethal, but pretty close to lethal here, and see if they can answer it. Prismatic Vista. They trophy our Serras, one of our Serras. We will get a land off of that. We now have Winds of Abandon in case they get to a creature. But right now we're just gonna be content pressuring them. We get another Astrolabe to draw a card. Another Prismatic Vista. Doesn't matter if they crack the Vistas now, because they are dead no matter what happens unless they kill me. Trophy Serra Ascendant. And with 6 lands, we can't quite kill them yet. Play a Blast Zone. We have 8 now. So we're just 1 short of killing them with... 1 short of killing them with this Ballista, but we will play it. We want to kind of hurry here. Dead of Winter is a good removal spell there. We get them down to 1, so they can't crack that Prismatic Vista. Any creature we draw is lethal. Liliana, the Last Hope. So it's 1 charge counter, 2 charge counters, and that kills the Lily. And we'll cast the Kami, see if they have a removal spell for it. This is either them spending a removal spell on a creature they wouldn't otherwise remove, or... I mean, Tarmogoyf's big, but we can just Winds of Abandon it. And kill them. We're just going to cast it. That way we can still settle if they find a way to stop us. Let's see if they have a push. Snapcaster Mage for... But they can't... They can't... Oh, they can block. They can block, I guess. It's not the ideal way to use a Snapcaster Mage, but we'll go with it. I thought they were going to try to Assassin's Trophy, so they could start attacking with it, but the Prismatic Vista doesn't allow them to do that. Unearth for Snapcaster Mage. And Inquisition to get the Runed Halo. Flagstones. So we like Flagstones here because it gets us to where we need to be in terms of casting, or when we draw Emeria, we'll have the planes we need. Gonna be a long time before they can kill us with that Snapcaster Mage, but there it is. Generous Gift is a card, I suppose. We're actually gonna use our Generous Gift to kill them. We're gonna... We're actually gonna let that get in. We don't want to risk it. They have a Dead of Winter, so they have to kill their own Snapcaster to stay alive. And we have Proc now, so we're good. We're actually not even going to... We're going to just forecast Proc. Lily's fine. We'll discard our Settle. Oh no! I forgot to put a stop on our upkeep, so we have to cast this now. Let's see another Dead of Winter. Actually, no, we can just use Ranger-Captain to stop any Dead of Winter shenanigans. We'll set a stop on their upkeep. And then stop them from doing anything. Dead of Winter is a sorcery, so they concede there. They got off to a rough start, but they ended up pulling it back together, interestingly enough. We'll bring in Elspeth, we'll bring in Gideon's, we'll bring in... if the only reason to bring in Rest in Peace is to stop Snapcaster and Tarmogoyf, I wonder if we even need it. Hex Parasite will come in. Yeah, I'm not huge on that, on bringing in Rip here. We're on the play, so we'll keep Weathered Wayfarer in. Settle is just okay. I think I like Cleansing Nova better. Elspeth is great. Ballista is great. We'll cut a Settle, and we'll keep both win. No, we'll cut one wins. We'll cut a Proc. And we will cut a Kami. Kami seems not great against them. It's just a fog. And then from there, we'll cut one Ranger, and we'll present that. Not a bad start at all here. Not a bad start at all. Let's unstop during our opponent's upkeep. They start with another Inquisition. Again, much easier choice for them this time. It seems like it's the Martyr or Bust, which does slow down our plan. Ranger-Captain is a great draw. I would love to see them cast Astrolabe here. Or even better, cast nothing. Casting nothing works for me too. Double Ranger-Captain seems pretty unbeatable. Especially if they don't have a turn 3 Lily. Crucible is great. We're going to force the Ranger-Captain first. They will push our... That's fine. We'll sack it in response. That way they can't draw a card on our instep or anything like that. Goyf. We'll play a Martyr. They're down to 3 cards in hand. We're not going to rush here. The really aggressive play there would have been to crack Martyr immediately and get Serra down. But if I draw but I want to be able to do that a little differently. I want to take my time here, and if they wanted that damage in, they would have had to give me a removal spell. And if they had the removal spell then and used it on the Martyr, then Serra is free. Double Serra is great. It forces them to Dead of Winter here. No, Dead of Winter wouldn't even do anything here. So this will kill Goyf pretty well, no matter what, unless they have, like, Trophy Push. If they have Trophy Push, they're dead, if that's all they have left. So... Vraska. Sack to gain a life and draw a card. Destroy with 3 CMC or less, so obviously I feel like that kills the Serra really fast. And then... oh, okay, that's a good emblem. Definitely kills the Serra. And then push. And then trophy. And we'll burn a path here. So, the game plan here, then, we could just force a proc down. We could just force proc. But I do want to keep that because we're at 5 lands and we have Crucible. So what I think we'll do here is we'll play... wait, if we crack... yeah, let's crack here. And then that way next turn we can get that back with Crucible. I also wanted to see how many basics they run. It looks like a lot is the answer. At least 6. And we'll play a Serra and pass. So this kills Vraska unless they kill it. So we like that. What are they sacking? They sack their Vista. So let's see here. Vraska does not die here. We want that land. I wanted to sack Ranger, but I think we want that land. So we'll play Crucible here. Play Field of Ruin as our land per turn. And present functionally 2 ways to kill their Vraska next turn. Tireless Tracker. We fly over that pretty well. They sack a land. They sack their fetch land. They draw a card to make their thing a 4/3. And looks like they drew 1 push, maybe. Ranger is a fine draw by us. We'll get into Vraska. And we will play a Ranger. And now we can safely forecast proc every turn. And close this one out pretty quickly, I would think. Let's get a Serra and a Ballista. And then Field of Ruin. Actually, we can't Field of Ruin anything. Boo. Boo. Another tracker. I would love to draw Ruined Halo here just for the lulz. They Abrupt Decay our Serra Ascendant, that's fine by us. We'll give them a Ranger here. And then we can Hex Parasite creatively here. They get another trigger, but they lose their Tireless Tracker. It's a perfectly fine trade by us. Let's put a stop on our upkeep. Not be bad. Forecast Proc to get a Serra back. Play another Serra. And pass. They can now crack some clues pretty aggressively here. They should be able to hit a land drop a turn to just keep drawing cards from that Tireless Tracker. We do want to kill it pretty quickly here. But we also want to kill them pretty quickly. Like, they need to draw lots of good stuff. Death Touch and Shrink Humans. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We're gonna let that get in. Leave our mana up so we can Ballista them. We want to wrap this up. We don't want to have to go to a game 3 with only 12 minutes left on our clock. They're going to draw some cards here. Put another card into another land out. Draw another card. They're making Tireless Tracker massive. Arkham's Astrolabe to draw cards. And they concede. So a pretty well-rounded mid-range matchup. If we can just keep playing against mid-range decks, we'll be in pretty good shape this league. 2-0 to start. We will see you in the next one.